Hey there, Jessica here. I really appreciate you speaking with me a little bit earlier today and accepting this free video. I am super excited that you did because today I'm going to go over three main strategies that you guys can start applying right away, and it's going to make a significant impact in your business. And I know that it will because we've applied these same strategies with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys, and it's made a huge difference in their business. Okay. Right now, you guys have 0 people organically landing on your website. That means you're missing majority of everybody searching for the services you're offering. We're talking 80-90% of your potential customer base. Okay. And here it says that you're serving anywhere in California. That's huge, guys. We're not just talking Woodland Hills. We're talking Los Angeles, Sacramento, the whole Bay Area, like everywhere, okay, in California. So you're missing out on thousands of searches. Now, as you can see, we are on your website. You do have a decent looking website. But Google does not rank a website based on how it looks, okay? It is based on content. Content is key when it comes to ranking. So Google wants to make sure you have separate services for all your major services. It looks like you do have those basic pages. Hopefully each of these pages have good original content and are focused around those local keywords. Google wants you to have a separate page for each major service so you can go over everything related to that service. For water damage, it could be different types of water intrusion, how they occur, what to do when it happens, what your team does when they step in, what type of equipment are you going to use, okay? Showcasing yourself as an expert and using those local keywords. In your case, since you do all of California, you're going to want California keywords. So water damage restoration, California, California water damage restoration. Okay. And then you're also going to want service area pages. So all your major areas that you want to serve, you need to have a service area page for those as well. Because Google is very proximity based on where people are searching. Not only is restoration highly competitive with a ton of competition, but each of these areas have their own tons of competition. So Google is going to be more likely to show those websites than yours. If you don't have those service area pages, you're not connecting to those areas locally, okay? So locality matters. Those location pages matter. Now this homepage here is the most important page of your entire website because it's supposed to tie everything in together. Okay. And so your homepage doesn't really have anything for content. You have a couple images, but there's really no written content. So your images need to also be optimized with keywords. So let's see, this one says residential. So that's not really a keyword. And definitely very stock photo. Okay. So adding members of your team, adding bios, about us, all those things are going to give more trust to Google, more trust to your customers. Adding a form right up here on top. When people actually do land to your website, you're going to get better conversion. We see about a 70% increase in conversion by having your click to call phone number and a form right up here in the hero section. Okay. And this homepage here needs at least 1,500 words of written content or more. If your competition has more than 1,500 words, you will need more than them. Anytime we are competing and trying to outdo a competitor, we have to do better. That means more content, more pages, more blog articles, etc. Okay? So in Los Angeles, your top competitor is going to be SERVPRO. And I chose this specifically because I wanted to show you just the type of volume that you're missing out on by not having these strategies in place. So for Los Angeles, we have SERVPRO. You're not competing against the entire franchise, but you are competing against the ones in California, okay? Each of these franchisees only get a handful of zip codes that they're allowed to serve. And SERVPRO, especially this franchise, does not allow the franchisees to do any real modifications. So they can't really focus on a keyword content strategy to drive the business and goals that they have. So you actually have an advantage over these guys. You just have to do better. More content, better quality content, super focused keyword strategy. Okay? All of those things are going to be able to help you to be more competitive and to eventually be able to outrank these guys. Okay? Now, looking at where you're at in Woodland Hills, I do see that you have a Google Business profile here in the top 3 of the maps, which is great. So we know when a person does a search in Google, they'll do something like this. And there's 3 main areas, right? Actually, let me hop over to the Los Angeles one. Same information, but there's 3 main areas that your website has the potential to be in top positions for, okay? So I can see here, you're already in one of them. You are doing local service ads. So local service ads and cost per click ads can be really profitable as long as you have your processes dialed in, okay? As long as you're paying those ads, leads will come in, okay? You stop paying those ads, the leads go away. Now, this next section here is the Google Business Profile section. On the last search, we did see you were in the top for that one search term. But if you find that you're not in the top, you do need to further optimize that profile. Go and get more citations, which are simply listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and putting those in a bunch of directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Glassdoor, Angie's, House, even all the social media profiles are citations. And they're absolutely critical to have, and they will give you a big boost. This map pack here is so important because 30% of people come straight here and don't go anywhere else. So when you're not actually listed in the top 3, you're losing 30% of your potential revenue every single month. And this last section here, this is your Google organic section. This is where 60 to 70% of people come. They will skip ads, they will skip the maps, and they come right here. Okay? And so when your website doesn't show up here, you're losing that 60 to 70% of those searches every month for each of these searches, each of these services that you offer. So in order for your website to show up here, it comes back down to the foundation of this website. Do you have it properly built out with the right content and keyword strategy, the right pages, so that Google can index it? And then, are you supporting that with a backlink SEO strategy? So if we come over here, this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to see how your website is performing. And we can see you have a rating of a 0 out of 100 in Google's trust flow. Google doesn't trust your website right now. And yes, it has to do with the quality of your website, but also the power we're sending to your website. Your website is a tool, okay? A very important tool. And we, like most tools, they require power. So we send power to websites with backlinks, which are simply getting a link from another website that brings people to your website, okay? So we need a lot of these backlinks, but not all backlinks are created equal. This is a popularity contest. We only want to get the good quality do follow links from related types of businesses. These could be vendors, directories, other home service businesses, okay? And as you get more of those good quality links, this score goes higher, Google trusts you more, and it helps promote your website. It helps to rank those keywords so that you actually start bringing traffic to your website. Right now, you've been indexed for 2 keywords and you're getting 6 people to your website. But if we look at that keyword, they're actually just branded keywords here, okay? That, so as important as your brand is, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. As important as your branding is, I don't know what just happened there. As important as your branding is, 90% of people are not searching for your brand. They are searching for the services. So we have to focus on those keywords. And if we look at SERVPRO, not looking at the whole franchise, but this one page for this one location has a low score of 4.5. It makes sense. They're not doing SEO because it's not going to help them. They can't fix what's wrong. But because this website is so powerful, it is able to push the power to each of these franchise locations and all of their pages. So just this one page for this Los Angeles SERVPRO has 45 keywords indexed and gets over 900 people to this one page of all of their pages, okay? And that is because if we look at these keywords, they are in the top positions. There's 10 spots per page on Google, okay? So they're in the top positions. And if we look at the volume, just water damage restoration Los Angeles alone has 800 searches every single month, okay? Los Angeles water damage restoration has 2. Water damage repair in Los Angeles is 150. Water damage restoration LA 150. So there is tons. I'm talking thousands of searches just in Los Angeles alone that you're missing out on, okay, by not having these strategies in place. These companies are absolutely beatable. You can get to their level and eventually beat them, but you do have to apply these strategies. Hopefully you found this information to be helpful. I would really love to get your feedback on what you thought of this video. Please feel free to take this information, run with it, and apply it yourself. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in growth, at Peterson SEO, this is our specialty. And we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So please feel free to ask any questions that you might have, reply to my email, or give us a call, and we would be happy to chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to hearing from you soon.